So I originally worked as assistant professor at GK University School of Medicine in Tokyo, working as advanced endoscopist. In my clinical practice, my focus was primarily on resections, including ESD and EMR. This video shows ESD for the region about 10 centimeter in size, harboring a significant amount of fibrotic tissue in submucosal layer. In Japan, I often I dealt with such exhausting cases every day. So currently, I am a visiting researcher at Mayo Clinic in the United States, and I'm working on development of device and endoscopic procedures. Additionally, I am involved in endoscopic education and research on ESD training. So there is no ESD. So it's like a vacation in my life. So when I was in Japan, I developed several interesting devices. This loop type traction device for ESD, which sells about 5,000 units every year in Japan. And I have also been working with a startup company to develop AI system for endoscopy. Now, our computer-aided detection system started to be sold only in Japan. So currently, I live in Minnesota with my wife and two kids. So this photo was taken in Japan. While my family prefers to stay in America a little bit more, but I miss Japanese food so much, so that I am determined to return to Japan this August. So today I'm talking about image enhanced endoscopy IEE technology and AI that are getting important for research field. Imaging diagnostics are crucial in determining the eligibility for endoscopy treatment and the resection area. In fact, imaging technologies, including IEE like BLI and NBI, have evolved alongside the advancement of endoscopy treatment, particularly like ESD. And the current hot topics are LCI, it's a linked color imaging, new imaging technology mounted on a Fujifilm system, and AI technology as well. Sorry. So this slide shows the various application of the current IE technologies. The areas where the evidence is weaker are indicated with lighter colors. You can see that each IE technology has its strengths depending on the organ, and it's crucial to use them appropriately. From now on, I will talk about this differentiation in usage of IEE supported by evidence. First is BLI and NBI technology. Since there are no significant updates in this area for a few years, we will just review the current status and evidence and operations. BLI and NBI are both pre-processing, i.e. imaging technologies that adjust the wavelengths of light emitted from the light source. They use short wavelengths blue light, which are reflected by the mucosal surface, and slightly longer wavelengths red light, which can visualize deeper vessels. Both types of lights are known to be absorbed by hemoglobin, and the remaining colors are captured by imaging sensors such as CCD and CMOS sensor to create the image. This, this are, I got it. Sorry, I finally found, understood the usefulness of BLI and NBI technology first gained attention in detection and diagnosis of esophageal squamous cell carcinoma. It's so-called SCC. In this video, a lesion of esophageal SCC was detected using BLI. The area unidentified with white light image was detected using BLI from the findings dilatation of black dot like IPCL like this. By spraying Lugo solution, the lesion was clarified and SCC diagnosis was obtained through biopsy later. Regarding the detection of esophageal cancer using BLI and NBI, some reports indicate a sensitivity of 100% and higher specificity compared to Lugo solution. Consequently, some doctors believe that these technology have already reached a level where they can replace Lugo solution to IEE. In fact, Lugo solution can cause mucosal damage, making it difficult to visualize the lesion area when we do endoscopic treatment, especially ESD. When performing ESD for esophageal SCC, I usually allow 2 to 4 weeks interval period between Lugo application and treatment to make mucosal healing. For characterization and prediction of invasion depths, both BLI and NBI can use the JESS classification. The reported diagnostic accuracy reached almost 95%. NBI and BLI are really very good at visualizing microsurface pattern. In the stomach, they have traditionally been used in combination with optical magnification function of the scope for characterization and delineation of gastric lesions like this. There is data showing that the use of BLI specifically increase the detection rate of gastric cancer. However, due to the green and brown color tones of BLI and NBI, Japanese doctors who traditionally prefer white light image have not accepted the use of BLI or NBI for pan endoscopy, even though there is evidence like this. Therefore, the primary use of NBI and BLI in the stomach remains differential diagnosis. Differential diagnosis is based on the diagnostic algorithm methodology reported by Dr. Yao from Japan. This algorithm is used together with the BS classification, which judges malignancy based on fine mucosa pattern and vascular structure. The wide cavity of colon can lead to insufficient brightness, so the use of BLI and NBI for detection is really limited, as well as stomach. These modalities are mainly used for differential diagnosis and depth of invasion diagnosis. While insufficient brightness has been a concern with BLI and NBI, there are some studies about detection. The introduction of NBI second generation and BLI around 2015 partially addressed this issue, leading to reports of increased adenoma detection rate, so-called ADR, and mean adenoma per procedure, MAP. However, despite the improved light intensity, the unfamiliar color tones like stomach have limited the widespread adoption of these technologies for total colonoscopy. Last year, a paper published in GIE suggested a targeted approach using NBI and BLI only for proximal column, where missed lesions are more common. The study reported significant increase in proximal ADR and highlighted three key findings. A significant increase in the advanced adenoma detection rate, crucial for preventing post-pulpectomy colorectal cancers. And secondly, a significant reduction in the adenoma miss rate. And finally, these benefits are observed only with BLI or push film, likely due to differences in LED light intensity. It's really interesting findings. So furthermore, the JNet classification proposed in 2016 is used for magnifying NBI observation. In Japan, we primarily use this JNet for all polyps instead of NICE classification. One reason is that the scopes routinely used often in Japan have magnification function or near focus function. Additionally, lesions classified as type 1 and type 2 can often be identified without magnification using a high definition standard scopes. So lesions suspected to be SSL within type 1, as well as type 2A and B lesions are indicated for endoscopic resection, including ESD. I would like to talk a bit about how to use and also the practical operation of JNet. It is well known that pit pattern diagnosis using Kudo's classification is more superior to NBI magnification. So, therefore, when type 2B is suspected, which may include SM massive invasion, pit pattern diagnosis should be added. Additionally, for type 3, which is relatively easier to diagnose, but its confidence level is low, adding pit pattern diagnosis is recommended to avoid over surgery. This is an operation sample of BLI, an early stage colorectal cancer approximately 30 millimeter in size, located in the descending column. Using weak magnification with BLI, we first scan the entire region to detect highly heterogeneous parts. It showed a JNS type 2B almost, but the depressed area in the backside looks different. The localized avascular area with loss of surface structure suggests a JNS3 pattern, so indicating SM massive invasion. A biopsy from this area showed adenocarcinoma, including poorly differentiated type, likely resulting from a deep SM invasion. LCI is the newest IE technology. In recent years, a series of interesting data have been reported regarding LCI. Unlike BLI, which claims LCI is a type of post-processing IEE, more precisely, it is based on BLI image. So it's like a mixture of pre and post-processing technologies. The advantage of LCI is its ability to enhance color and brightness and structure while maintaining color, tone, and brightness close to white light image. This highlights the difference between lesions and surrounding mucosa, making it highly useful for non-magnifying observation from mid to far distance. LCI was released nearly a decade ago, still in a seed stage. Since then, much evidence has accumulated. So, so when LCI was first released, the slogan was, "You can visualize chronic gastritis." This likely caught attention in Japan, where H. pylori infection is highly prevalent. But however, I was not interested in this at all. So, but now the use of LCI has become remarkably sophisticated to visualize a tumor. LCI is gaining attention for its effectiveness in improving lesion detection in the stomach. A report from 2020 demonstrated that LCI significantly improves the visibility of gastric cancer against a background of MAP-like redness and intestinal metaplasia following H. pylori eradication. Furthermore, RCT conducted at 19 facilities in Japan demonstrated that using LCI significantly improves the detectability and miss rate of upper GI tumors, including early gastric cancer. The missed lesions of white light image, but detected by LCI later, were characterized by a significant color contrast between the background mucosa and the lesions, which was not related to their size and shape. I would like to introduce another very interesting study. The left video is showing a standard transoral scope image with white light, while the right video is showing an ultra-thin transnasal scope. In this standard scope's white light video on the left, there is a whitish area that is difficult to see. In contrast, in the transnasal LCI video, the area appears as a slightly yellow depressed against the purple background. The visibility score showed that it was better when using the transnasal scope with LCI mode compared to the standard white light. From these results, the combination of the transnasal scope and LCI seems to be sufficient, especially for screening purpose. In Japan, transnasal scope is widely used, particularly in private clinic. It is employed for endoscopic cancer screening as part of a municipal screening program for residents aged 50 or more years old. So I'm expecting this LCI's benefit in this program. LCI also works effectively in the colon, while it appears the same color as the surrounding tissue and the white light image. It is clearly differentiated in color with LCI. LCI significantly improves ADR and the detection rate of SSL, which are difficult to detect by white light image. This has been demonstrated in a multi-center RCT conducted in Asian countries, including Japan. So this study investigated the detectability of LCI when used in a screening program conducted at 8 facilities in Italy. A significant increase in ADR was reported. LCI can make a color gap like this image, such as orange lesion against a purple background. AI has already begun to deeply connect to the field of endoscopy, and it has been found to be extremely compatible with IE technologies. This map shows the companies that have successfully commercialized AI for colonoscopy. The majority of them are from Japan. The company that I was collaborating with is the Airpixel, the right bottom. So it's like a competitor for one of the sponsors of this course, Fujifilm. But I must acknowledge that CAD-I is currently the most advancing and reasonable AI for endoscopy globally. Oh, sorry. So one reason is that the CAD-I colonoscopy model is a comprehensive system capable of both detection and differentiation. Current endoscopic AI primarily detect morphology abnormalities such as protrusions and depressions within GI tract. So it sometimes detects non-neoplastic lesions like hyperplastic polyps. There is a concern that this situation could lead to unnecessary treatment. That's why I believe that the real-time cross-sectional assistance like CAD-I can minimize such situations. The CAD-I has demonstrated significant improvement in APC and ADR in multi-center study in United States. An interesting study that combination of LCI with CAD-I has shown additional benefits compared to using LCI alone. This report was particularly shocking to me as AI researcher. In an RCT using the characterization function of CAD-I, the diagnostic accuracy of AI alone for micro lesions smaller than 5 millimeter was significantly higher than that of human who referred to AI diagnosis. Additionally, for surveillance interval based on pathological diagnosis, AI prediction outperformed human judgment. In other words, humans are possibly no longer needed to make decisions. This trial was the world's first prospective RCT demonstrating the usefulness of CAD-X in colon. I believe the endoscopic AI developers, including me in the world, are frustrated by this result. So regarding CAD-E, especially CAD-I system for the upper GI, the evidence is still quite limited. However, we have been using it in Japanese facility and have had experience like this video. During surveillance for atrophic gastritis, a 15 millimeter white area was detected in the greater curvature, and the CAD flagged it using LCI. It appeared as an orange lesions within the purple background. Close observation with BLI magnification revealed a demarcation line and abnormal vessels, and biopsy confirmed it as gastric cancer. This workflow was first CAD-E raising a red flag on the lesion, and secondly, enhancing human confidence with LCI, and thirdly, using BLI for detailed diagnosis. This worked so well. So I'm strongly expecting this workflow by using CAD-E, LCI, and BLI to streamline daily clinical practice. This is the last slide. This is the result of survey conducted with doctors using the AI that I developed. over 81% of endoscopists reported that using AI reduced their stress and frustration during colonoscopy. Of course, the primary role of AI is early detection of lesions. However, my initial motivation for development of AI was precisely this, so to make doctors' jobs easier while keeping safety. So Japanese doctors work too hard. So I used to be at a hospital until around 11 p.m. Every day. So when I was in Japan, after that, I would drink Japanese sake at sushi restaurant, and I have to return home around 2 a.m. If I went to karaoke, it would be 4 a.m. So I believe the day is getting close when AI will reduce my workload and help preserve peace at my home. Thanks so much.